Hey everybody, and welcome to the Pedal Zone's Gear of the Year list. Now, I know that I typically end off the year with this video, but 2021 was different, to say the least. Definitely the busiest and most intense year of my life, so even though it's been a bit quiet on the content front here on the channel, it doesn't mean that I haven't worked like mad. And I can't wait to share with you all what I've been up to. But all in good time. But it also feels kind of right, spending the beginning of the new year reflecting on what happened in the old. And last year definitely saw the release of a ton of great pedals. So without further ado, in somewhat random order, here's the 10 best pedals I played right here on the channel in 2021. At number 10, we have the KMA Machines Guardian of the Worm. Now, believe it or not, but I actually love the Boss HM2. And if you followed my channel for a while, then you've probably noticed that I've used KMA's HM2 inspired pedal, the Worm, a lot in my demos. It's just such a gnarly distortion with a super unique EQ. And I dig that iconic brutal chainsaw sound, but the HM2 is so much more than that. And KMA expertly proves that with the release of the Guardian of the Worm. The Guardian of the Worm cracks the classic HM2 circuit wide open by adding a super flexible 4-band EQ, a wealth of clipping modes, clean blend, and a super fast noise gate for ultimate tonal control. This is not just one of the best HM2 style pedals, this is just a glorious distortion pedal overall. It's just so epically flexible and excels at anything from low gain drive, walls of shoegazy fuzz, tight metal tones, brutal chainsaw sounds, and even classic medium gain rock tones. This thing just rules. And at number 9, we have the Solid Gold Effects Lysis Mark II. Now, I really adored the original Lysis. It was the pedal that opened my eyes to the world of solid gold effects and their amazing pedals. But when I heard that they were working on a new version that added all the features that I personally felt could have made the original even better, I didn't hesitate to say yes to demo it. The Lysis Mark II contains the same crushing octave down fuzz, an incredible synthy low and high pass filter, but augments it all with new octave up and fifths modes, a plethora of filter wave shapes and patterns, resonance toggle, and tap tempo. I just love pedals that take me out of my comfort zone and forces me to play differently, and Lysis Mark II does that big time. It just inspires me to riff unlike anything else I've ever played, and I'm always left with the biggest smile on my face every time I've played it. This is hands down one of the most fun pedals ever made. And at number 8, we have the Earthquaker Devices Astral Destiny. Now, a shimmer reverb is a dangerous thing to make these days. It's such a divisive sound, and I personally think that they more often sound cheesy than terrific. But with the Astral Destiny, Earthquaker Devices have actually managed to make a pedal that breaks the shimmer curse. This awesome soundscape machine delivers a highly unique and great sounding ambient experience through the course of its 8 different reverb modes. that range from lush halls, subtle octave verbs, and wild regenerating shimmer sounds. What really makes this pedal stand out to me is its amazing vibrato modulation, which just makes the ambience feel more organic and alive, as well as its killer stretch function, which lets you create portamento glides and instant half-speed jumps. I honestly had way more fun with this pedal than I ever expected I would, and it's just a great platform for, Blade Runner-esque sci-fi textures, and I can't get enough of that. And at number 7, we have the Jackson Audio Fuzz. And even though I haven't created a dedicated demo for this pedal yet, it still stands as one of the pedals that I used the most last year, both in my band but also here on the channel in other demos. It's just been a perfect 2-in-1 dirt device for me. This awesome fuzz sports both a normal fuzz circuit and an octave fuzz circuit with a highly tweakable 3-band EQ section in an ultra compact enclosure. And due to its brilliant modular plug-in design, you can actually switch the main circuit board easily, seeing this pedal become any fuzz you like. Personally, I haven't dabbled much with the plugins because I just really like the stock sound that's in this thing. It's just an incredibly refined fuzz tone with extreme note clarity, like unheard of clarity. But if I want to get doomy, and I do, then I just kick in that incredible octave fuzz. It's just so brutal and so mean. So if you're looking for incredible fuzzy flexibility to take up, no pedal space at all, then this is the ticket. At number 6, we find the Boss SY200. Now, I loved the Boss SY1. It sounded and it tracked great and it just packed a ton of fun sounds. But I always felt like the lack of inbuilt tap tempo and presets kept it from being really usable in a live situation. Well, with the SY200, Boss delivers everything that I felt the SY1 lacked, and so much more. With 50 new sounds and 128 inbuilt presets, expression, MIDI, and the amazing control switch which can be programmed for tap tempo, drone hold, or pitch shifting, the Boss SY200 is currently, in my opinion, one of the best synth pedals on the market today. I absolutely adore the sequencer and arpeggio patterns in this thing, but the ability to change the pitch of them on the fly now via the inbuilt control switch is just a stroke of pure genius. I find myself using that feature constantly. Probably too much, but hey, it's fun, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah, this pedal has been a mainstay on my board ever since I finished the demo for it, and I can't see it leaving anytime soon. Boss, good job. Before we enter the top 5, I just want to give a quick special mention to the new neighbor Illumin. Now this pedal was sent to me last year, but due to my incredibly busy schedule, I just haven't had the time to feature it in any videos yet. But trust me, this thing rules. It's the most high fidelity new neighbor reverb to date, packing a ton of new sounds, MIDI control, expression control, the whole shebang. And it is just epic. And I can't wait to show you all what it can do this year. At number 5, we find the Old Blood Noise Endeavor's Sunlight. Now, Old Blood Noise Endeavors have made some of the most iconic modulated reverbs in the pedal game. And with Sunlight, they add another awesome ambient icon to their already impressive lineup. Sunlight's dynamic nature lets you create endlessly sustaining reverb drones that can be augmented by either a beautiful random tape-like vibrato, resonant stacked delays, or a bubbly sample and hold filter. I don't know if Old Blood Noise have installed a bug in my room or something. Nah, that's not it. But it's like they always know what I want in a reverb, and I just felt an instant connection with this thing that's hard to describe. It just envelops your sound in the most incredible way, and it just sounds unbelievable with the mix maxed out. And that tape mode, oh boy, it's just to die for, and it's worth the price of admission alone. It's practically like having Boards of Canada in a box, and that's not the worst thing you can put in a box. At number 4, we find the Solid Gold Effects EM3. Now this pedal was probably the surprise of the year for me, because the original Electroman delay was a very warm, analog-esque affair, and I like that one a lot. But this new EM3 jumps more into the lane of crisp vintage tape echoes and drum delays, but with a pronounced futuristic twist, and it does it in epic style. The EM3 sports up to 1 second of digital multi-tap delay that can be colored through either modulation, octave down effects, and a wide-ranging tone control. It also sports tap tempo and a rad momentary glitch effect. This pedal seriously has one of the most clever and intuitive user interfaces I've ever experienced, where several controls have multiple functionalities depending on what direction you turn them. This sees this tiny thing pack a mind-blowingly impressive array of killer delay tones. There's no contest, this is easily the best compact delay of 2021. All right. We're in the top 3 now, and at number 3, we find the CXM 1978 by Bliss Audio and Maris. And when 2 of my absolute favorite companies join forces to make a pedal, you know my interest is piqued. When said pedal shows itself to be a freaking reverb with freaking motorized faders, it's an instant win. With the CXM, Bliss Audio and Maris have created their modern take on the legendary Lexicon 224 reverb, which was known for its long, immersive reverb tones. And the CXM delivers that in spades. And with the ability to go for sonic fidelity higher and lower than the original, as well as hidden Easter eggs such as cascading delay and bit crushing, this pedal quickly cements itself as one of the best sounding reverbs on the market today. I honestly can't say anything bad about this pedal, other than that the price tag will probably scare a bunch of people, but remember, there's a difference between a high price and overpriced, and this thing is most definitely not overpriced. Once you see and hear this thing in action, it becomes clear as day that the price is more than justified. This thing is just so well made, so mind-blowingly easy to use, and the reverb is just the most pristine and divine ambience I've ever heard coming out of a pedal. So, Terry, Angelo, Gina, Joel, I think I love you. All right, we're getting mighty close to the top now, and at number 2 we find the Old Blood Noise Endeavor's Expression Ramper. Yep, it might sound crazy, but this little humble device that makes no sound on its own was, in my opinion, truly one of the finest products to be released last year. Packed within this ultra tiny enclosure is an intuitive digital LFO generator that will breathe new life into any expression enabled pedal, as it automatically ramps pedal parameters for you with either a smooth triangle wave, a jumping square wave, or a cool one-shot movement. I just love devices that enhance the pedals that you already own, and this one does it big time. It lets you execute expression movements that wouldn't be humanly possible with a normal expression pedal. And Every time I got a new pedal in for demo with expression capabilities last year, my first thought was always, I can't wait to try this with the expression ramper. It's super affordable, highly inspiring, and the closest you'll get to a modern must-have utility device in my book. All right, we reached the top of the tonal mountain, and the king of the hill is the Red Panda Raster 2. Now, my expectations for this pedal were sky high. They were so stupid high that it was unfair. The Raster 2 had practically no chance of living up to them. But it did, and it even exceeded everything I had dreamt of. Digital delays, pitch shifting, octave echoes, chorus, tremolo, modulated vintage repeats, reverse cascades, reverberating pads, phasing, flanging, ring mod, and so much more. It's exhausting to mention everything that the Raster 2 is capable of, but extremely exciting to execute and hear in real life. This thing is so versatile, it's unreal. Like, you could spend your entire life tweaking knobs and you still wouldn't have discovered everything that it's capable of. It's just so jam-packed with goodness and an absolute treat in stereo, since you have so much control over how the stereo field should sound. This is a sound designer's dream come true, and 100% the best experimental delay I've ever played. Well done, Red Panda. Well freaking done. That was it, pedal people. We made it to the end of another list and another year. And please let me know in the comments below what was the best pedal you played this year, because I'm sure you got around to playing some epic stuff that I didn't get to play. Also, I can't wait to dive into all of the sonic goodness that 2022 has in store for us, together with all of you. But until then, please stay safe, stay awesome, and thank you so much for your immense support. It always means the world to me. Stefan, signing out.